So, hey, y'all, and welcome to my new YouTube series. My name is Taja, but I go by Big Taj if you don't know me already. I basically am starting a new YouTube series that's going to be an accumulation of like long form and short form content where I basically just explore any topic that I feel like resonates with me and I haven't done a deep enough dive on it. And I will say my surface level is much deeper than most people, but I'm just in this place in my life where I'm just trying to heal. I'm trying to get to the bottom of the truth and just figure out, what I actually need to know in order for me to live my best fucking life. And I figured since I'm going to be doing it anyways, I might as well take you guys along on my journey. So, welcome to the Becoming No One series where we just kind of release our attachment to who we thought we used to be, release our attachments to what we thought we fucking knew, and just explore and learn. And I want this to be a safe space for us to do that. So I've put together some content, and right now I'm working on that. So it's really exciting because I love doing this. I love doing research. I'm like really, really good at finding stuff that isn't supposed to be found. And I'm also really good at patterns. I notice a lot of patterns. So I'm able to connect the dots. And what I've realized when I was like researching some of the information that I've seen on TikTok that has resonated with me, that a lot of it is connected. And there's a synchronism between pretty much everything that we think is separate. So I think it's important for us to have a space where we can explore, where we can just kind of like follow what our heart desires, whatever comes up for me. I'm just going to kind of explore anything that I want to explore this year deeper because I just feel like the education system failed us. It's a lot of stuff that we think we know, but we actually don't fucking know. And there's a lot of half truths. There's a lot of lies. There's a lot of things that I think have been kept away from us because the powers that be are weaponizing ignorance against us, weaponizing our ignorance against us. So I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. I don't like the feel of that. I feel like I've been hoodwinked and a bitch ain't about to hoodwink me. So come along with me on this journey. Basically, how the content will be set up is that I'm going to do book content. So we're going to have like a little bit of book club because I feel like we need to know where to look this information up. We need to know where to find the information. So the book club content is going to be posted every 2 to 3 weeks. And then every single week, I'll have 3 pieces of content from different subjects. So when we start, the first episode, we're going to go over the Book of Wisdom. And the Book of Wisdom is basically this book that I found by this guy named Revival Wisdom, I believe. It'll be in the episode. I'll post all his links and stuff so you guys can go follow him. But I found a Book of Wisdom after I found the Hearth book, which is by Divine Being Divine. He's on TikTok as well. I know Embodiment Celestial has something to do with that. And basically this guy was researching Santos Bonacci, who is a guy who has been studying synchronism for like 30 plus years. And basically he published his notes. So in looking at these 2 books, I realized one, there was a common theme, but basically they were pointing out, the stories in the Bibles as being allegories, the ancient gods as being the planets.
Who's talking about Teresa?
And that information for some reason felt really fucking familiar to me. So I started doing research. I started looking into it. I bought the books and I started exploring, and nothing has ever made more sense to me than this. So I'm trying to find other books and things that I can look into that can kind of try to either prove or disprove this. So the first episode is going to be us going over that Book of Wisdom because we're going to spend a lot of time throughout this series trying to prove or disprove the information that's in there. And then that's going to be part of like the book club content. Okay. Cause we're going to go over the full book just so we know what the whole series is about. But then the first episode for the book club content is going to be Astro Worship, which is a book that was written in 1895 by J.H. Hill, where he basically points out how the ancients used to worship astrology, how the ancients used to worship the stars, and, the celebrations and things that they used to house or host that line up with all the holidays that we have. So he also does like a lot of Bible verses and like interpretations of what it meant to the ancients when they came up with it. So it's a very, very interesting book. And then the 3 small or shorter form contents are going to be astrology. So I'm going to start with this episode called Astronomia, which is basically astrology and astronomy combined. That's what the ancients used to actually consider what we would consider now separate astrology and astronomy. They didn't used to be separate until like the 17th or 18th century with the rise of Christianity. But before, they were done by the same person. So we'll do an episode a week on astrology, and then we'll do an episode a week on numerology. And numerology is really important because numerology basically tells you about energy vibration. And not only that, but it also tells you like the energy that you incarnate under. It tells you your life path. It'll tell you like how you express yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, basically a lot of fucking shit that I feel like if we actually knew that and we knew how it was organized, it would really help us to develop. And also with understanding like angel numbers and stuff like that, numerology is really, really important. And what's crazy is astrology and numerology are the oldest fucking sciences that we have. And the ancient people actually didn't consider them to be sciences. They considered them to be religions. They used to worship this information. Okay. But now it's been, covered up or hidden from us. So we'll do an episode on numerology. And then the last segment that we're going to do episode on is understanding us. So we have to talk about light because we're made up of light and we're light energy. That's the type of energy that we are, is light. The where we live, the reality we live in is a light matrix. Okay. So we need to understand light. We also need to, in that segment, talk about sacred geometry because that is basically how light is organizing itself. We'll also talk about the structure of us, our electromagnetic field. We'll talk about the toroidal field that we are made of, basically, which are 2 separate energies, electric and dielectric, or electricity and magnetism, which is what Terrence Howard was talking about. We're going to get into the shit, okay? So I'm really, really excited to be pushing this out to you guys. I'm really excited for you guys to be going on this journey with me. Thank you so much for all of the support that I've been getting from y'all. If you're here, a lot of y'all are here from TikTok. So thank you, because I really do appreciate it. I've always said that I would rather be known for my intelligence, and I feel like that's something I finally accomplished, and I'm really happy about that because I am kind of a machine when it comes to processing information. I get these aha moments, and not only that, I'm a psychic, or medium, whatever you want to call it. So are you. You just haven't reached that level of using those gifts yet, which requires you to, do shadow work and go through trauma and stuff like that. And we will start to talk about that in the Understanding Us series. But first, I need us to understand what we are, how we're designed, how we function, and then we can talk about how we heal ourselves so that we can be the highest version of ourselves. And that's all I ever want, is for us to just not be lied to, because fuck that. Why are you lying? Tell us the truth and allow us to make the decisions that we want to make.
And the truth shall set you free.
Don't take away our choice. Like, that's not fair to us. So why is you lying? I want us to get down to the bottom of the truth.
Lying. Why you always lying?
I want to know what the ancients knew. I want to know the occult sciences that have been hidden, from us, because we're starting to realize that not everything that we've been told is actually truthful. Okay. And then the second part is I want to help us heal, because I was a person who grew up in a very, very brutal environment.
Oh, war! Hang on!
Is what I would say it was. Maybe the people involved may not agree, but I felt like it was very brutal. And it was really hard for me growing up, but I've kind of shoved it down and shoved it to the side as, something that happened a long time ago. But entering a stage where I'm starting to try to feel my feelings, which is really, really important in order for you to release those feelings, because if you don't, then that repressed emotion kind of gets stored in your body, which causes dis-ease. That's when your energy cannot flow through your body, right? The light cannot flow through your body. You don't have enough light in your body, which is electricity. Okay. So, it can also block your spiritual gifts as well. So I want to talk about that. I think that we need a safe space a non-judgmental space where we can kind of say how we feel and heal So yeah, so that's what this series is going to be about. This is going to be my journey of self-discovery. I'm taking you guys along. Please make sure that you like, comment, share, repost, subscribe, all the good stuff so that my content can get out there, because I know that there are going to be many people who actually need this information. I actually hired an editor, so hopefully the way that I'm delivering this information is fun. Some of that shit is going to be monotonous and some of it's going to be boring, but that's okay. I'm adding in like funny memes and stuff along the way to try to keep it entertaining. If y'all have any feedback, please give it to me in the comments, but share this information, because a part of me knows that a lot of this is going to be suppressed, because this is not something that the powers that be want to be made public. So I just want to say that I love y'all. Please do all the things, like, comment, share, repost, and yeah, let's get this cracking. Until next time.